that this is just an entry point, say just a little bit about kind of where you learned, where you grew up in this sporting entertainment environment, and how you learned more about the psychology and the storytelling.
I got really lucky. Jeffersonville was home to OVW, and I had just moved back. And I said, F it, I'm going to go be a professional wrestler. And so I walked on down there and paid my money. Nick Dinsmore was my first and probably my longest trainer. He is Eugene. He is way better than the average person ever got to see. Their matches with Chris Benoit that he had were just phenomenal. Just tore the house down. But wrestling is what it is. After the beginning class from Nick, I got moved into, through some stories that I guess I could share another time. That's because it's pretty interesting. I got moved into the intermediate class, which was the contract class, where Rip Rogers was training at OVW at the time. And the way Rip trains, the way he described it is he trains you like you're playing football. You would do the same drills over and over and over and over and over and over again. And we would do the same drills over and over and over again. And I learned through these drills and through questions and messing up and getting the bell rung on a bad tie. Rip would ring the bell on us with a bad tie. I'd be like, ding, get out. Learning through all the ups and downs, mistakes or whatever, I finally got a shot on at OVW television with Rene Dupree, who was 18 at the time.
Oh my gosh!
Right.
That's cool.
I want to say he was 18.
That's amazing.
And he was doing the French gimmick. Basically, I got replaced by a dog by WWE. And so I was with him, and that's where Jim Cornette came in, and getting to sit and listen to him and listen to him critique matches, and I still didn't wrap my head around it. I forgot that Al Snow trained us, Lance Storm trained us.
Oh wow! You're talking about a barrage of historical greatness,
and a lot of different styles, and they all had different flavors on the way they did things, but it was the basic same message, which was really cool. So I guess that answers your question.
The long and the short, and only because I already know the answer to this, and just to give people an idea of the time frame of the talent you were coming up with. What was the class circa OVW era? Because I think everyone, as you know or don't know, Ohio Valley Wrestling was the home of some of the all-time greats that have been kind of the top of the pecking order for the last 10, 15 years. So who was it that was training and working their way up and being polished when you were there?
Randy Orton was there briefly. We didn't cross paths really that much. But Randy Orton was there. John Cena came through. Brock Lesnar, Dave Bautista, Shelton Benjamin. Golly, I'm trying to think. Jazz was there. She didn't get trained there, obviously, but she was there. Gail Kim came through. Beth Phoenix came through.
That's
Eminem, John Morrison, Melina, Joey Mercury. Who else? Dolph Ziggler. Let me think. I mean, ODB came through there. Sojourner Bolt, Serena. CM Punk came through. He again, another guy who wasn't polished there. Colt Cabana was there for a stint.
That's a pretty extensive and exhaustive list of names that have been in, around, or doing things. So I just caveat that I think I've always respected and admired the fact that you were there getting into that contract class with all of this other greatness. So it's really a cool thing, but it puts you in there learning with some of the best. who have gone on to be the best. So I think for me, it's always helped me understand where you were coming from as I've learned your story. So I just thought it was cool to give everybody else a little chance to know about one of my best friends in the world and a part of his story. I feel like in the future we'll be able to elaborate on a little more because if there's nothing that's interesting, it is stories with Demond about life or wrestling.